I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Matt Hames. Welcome to our game. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're getting in here. We're in the first end. Kui versus Morozumi. We got a lot of rocks in play. We got some fun shots. We got tap backs. We got freezes. Got ourselves an interesting first end. Yeah, he was looking at trying to get that all the way over to take away this port. The good news for Kui is I'm not sure that he can get through the port and make the double with a lot of weight. He's got to throw a lot of weight to get through this port. So there's a solid chance that there still will be a red in there. But there's also a solid chance that if he makes this just off nose, he's going to roll behind the corner guard and sit second and third in a pretty good situation. So this is going to be moving with this weight to get through this. You know, the good news is from the hack, it doesn't look like a tiny port, but there's really not a lot of room, just a little bit more than a rock to go through here. One thing I will say is I love this. I love the pants. You just got to love the pants. Positive release. It's going to need to curl. Trying to make it curl right now. And, oh. Wow, I think he might have ticked the top one. Just feathered the top one. Dead nutted it. Positive release. It's going to need to curl. Trying to make it curl right now. And, oh. Wow, I think he might have ticked the top. It's kind of a break for the Kevin Kui team here. Still, though, second and third. So, you know, Kevin being Kevin, he would considering hitting you if you walked into the house. He's going to hit this. He's going to try to hit third shot, second shot. And it looks like it wouldn't surprise me if he's trying to roll his shooter on to outcount that back one too. Taking a bit less ice. So he's trying to cross the face here, dead nut the back one, and roll his shooter on top of his shot rock. Got to make this baby curl. This is not moving. This is not going to be good. He's going to hit his back one. Might get a little break. Nope. Hi, Megan. How are you? Chance to make a little hit and roll here. Chance to make a little hit and roll, put some pressure on Kui's last shot. I mean, the goal here, it's the first end. The goal here is to make sure you make this rock go away. If you get a nice roll, you probably don't want to just sit there because then you leave Kui a nice, easy shot for one. Ideal situation is roll under the guard or even get aggressive and go far. If you roll to the back eight, you might throw a draw. He might still throw a draw, right? So you want to make him throw a draw here if possible. That's what I would want to do. Anyway. Last rock for the Morozumi team. First stand. Thanks for joining us. Let me know in the comments where you are. Say hi. And I promise I'll say hi back. Oh yeah, and if you could keep me posted on what's going in the Pan Continental Final in the comments, that would be awesome. Very much appreciated, Kevin. There goes. This just making it curl a bit. Just want to roll behind the center. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is a beautiful shot right there. Well, post it on what's going in the Pan Continental Final in the comments. That would be awesome. Very much appreciated, Kevin. There goes. This just making it curl a bit. Just want to roll behind the center. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is a beautiful. I actually throw an in-turn draw too. Nope. Out-turn little tappy thing. If you were a betting person and you were betting what turn Kevin Koe is going to throw, don't bet the in-turn. That's all I'm saying. Bet the out. I mean, he threw an in-turn in his first rock of this game, and you saw what happened. All right, last rock of the first stand here. Little backline waiter. Only got one sweeper. Let's see how it goes. Looks pretty good. What's starting to curl? No, it looks pretty good. Good for a onesie. All right. It is 1-0 for the Kevin Koe team. And we will be right back right after these messages.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
What do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
No, they went dedicated a couple of years ago. It's a 4-sheeter now.
All right, we're just talking curling here. We're back. Second end of the Kevin Koe versus the Morozumi rink, and I actually have a co-commentator.
Yeah, Matt, thanks for having me on. Glad to be working with you again. Looks like we've got a pretty good match. So you had lots of rocks in play in the first end. Center guard goes up here, so we'll see. Hopefully see more of the same here.
Yeah, I mean, lots of rocks in play in that first end, lots of touch little shots. You know, Kevin is gonna try to get lots of rocks in play every end. So it should be a lot of fun. Ice curls, not crazy. It's not arena crazy, so they're not taking middle of the 12. They're just taking inside edge of the 8. Oh, we got a little bit of mixed doubles jumping up and sweeping your own rock action going here.
Yeah, just some of that mixed double sweeping since they're playing three-handed with Sluchinsky's got some sort of mixed doubles.
Yeah, he he wasn't officially on this team at the beginning of the season, so his schedule wasn't set to their schedule. So he's off playing a mixed doubles event right now. But yeah, so he was a newcomer to this team after a couple of events.
So kind of interesting setup here with Kui getting the single in the first, and they actually kind of slide a little deep here.
Yeah.
Do you like this call from the Morozumi rink? Just go ahead and draw it instead of like getting some separation here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go right on top. Go there, try to freeze it. And if you can actually, if you could have actually frozen that a little bit on the high side so that that back yellow goes into the red, then it's even better, right? But no matter where you threw this rock, Kevin was probably playing this run back anyway. So, the ideal situation was frozen dead onto it so that it brought some consequence to it. But Kevin's always playing the nose. It's always fun when leads get to throw peels because they're only playing with 3. It's a good result. That's a good result for the Kevin's always playing the nose. It's always fun when leads get to throw peels because they're only playing with 3.
You're probably okay either side here.
Yeah, just corner freeze onto the red is probably the best situation. And if they keep trading, if they keep running back this center, you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, seems pretty set up for.
Yeah, that's a bit of a
little bit of a miss there. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss. So he's saying a couple of different shots is freeze onto our own, come around the whole thing and try to get back button, or freeze onto our own. And the reason he likes this is it sets up a shot later in the end to run a guard back if you can dead freeze on this. Pretty good looking shot. It's got to go for weight, I think. That's a good spot.
Yeah, sets up the angles pretty good. Seems like we've had a few shots just come up a hair light. So
yeah,
I don't know if the speed is kind of fooling these guys early on. Just the
it might be.
Second end.
It might be. With it not getting completely frozen onto it, it leaves this shot, which is just like angle this guard in. He called board weight. So just a nice quiet weight and angle the guard in onto the rock just thrown.
I was worried this one's going to hang out here, similar to what I think Kui threw in the first, going away. So let's make contact on the top red, and I don't have to quite punch it out. Sitting there for third shot now.
Yeah. Got one behind the guard. It's like Kevin maybe had to run inside for a second. So they're like, what do we do? We only have 2 now. We don't have enough players to play this at another shot right now. So we're going to have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I guess no timer at this event, so no danger, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's a good it's good conversation to have because I don't.
Yeah, sure. Kui here. I don't.
I think you probably throw the out turn around everything. Like you just come around everything and try to sit back,
Like back button.
bite the back button. Because you got a pretty good stagger now. Everything is staggered. It's not easy to get it. So I think that's what you have to do. Because there isn't anything else nice.
Yeah, the angles do kind of favor them, so you don't really want to double it up. You kind of let Morozumi kind of mess with that. And
the angles don't favor any kind of run back right now. I guess one of the things that they were thinking about was if they put it there, you can still come off that outside yellow one, which could get them into trouble too.
Yeah.
Got to make the shot first. Put this back button. It'll bury. It definitely curls here. He threw it on his first one, basically. Lots of rotation.
Edge of 8 here.
Yeah, it's on the top one. It's a lot of rotation. I wonder if he helped that a bit or.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like he needed a little bit more ice. I mean.
Yeah. Seems clear. Interesting. He wants to roll inside. I think very seriously about nose hitting this. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, it looked like he was pointing to kind of roll under here.
Yeah, he wants to roll under. He definitely wants to roll under.
Okay.
He might be hitting the guard.
This one over as well. Oh.
Yeah.
Now rolling under, what would have that gotten you?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I like the quiet weight of it, and because I think this like if you just hit it a little bit off the nose here, they're all gone. Center line side. Yeah, if you hit and roll to there, where he just signaled, they're all gone. I'm not taking a lot of ice. This is going to be moving.
It's like he maybe pitched it a hair wide.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's got a pretty good one.
Wow.
It's not bad. There's still lots of. I'm not taking a lot of ice. This is going to be moving.
It's like he maybe pitched it a hair wide.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's got a pretty good one.
Wow. That weight.
Put the broom where you want to hit it and have at it. I think you want to roll behind the other two guys. I think you would better want to roll around.
Yeah. Plus, you have a little bit of room. You can get some depth to it, right?
Yeah.
If you roll to the left from the shooter's perspective here.
Yeah.
If you roll anywhere behind that one, Kevin's just running that all day, yeah.
Yeah. He's indicating how far away it's going to be. So he likes this one. What he was doing with his broom was saying, like, if we roll here, we're 2 feet behind a guard, whereas if we roll behind here, we're only 1 foot behind his run back because all he has to do is hit the first one. That's what he was indicating. So he likes it better because he thinks the double run back is easier than the single run back because it's going to be a foot farther away. Sound logic? Still going to take a extraordinary miss. We might be going behind the other one now. Keeping it straight to roll behind the corner.
Yeah.
Or they might be just kind of hitting it. Yeah, pretty close. Not a bad spot.
Oh.
Kevin is probably going to. I mean, the good news is it might force him to throw an intern.
No. Are they ever worried about where their shooter's going to roll? Because is it possible a shooter just kind of rolls and
Yeah, I
gets to
think
the
that.
center?
I think the bigger thing is, I don't think he minds rolling it to center. I think the bigger thing is if you dead nose this, you might get rid of all the rocks and leave that corner guard for them to come around and try to bury to get, because Kui doesn't have last rock. Morozumi has last rock here. So leaving the corner guard there might leave a chance for a deuce more than rolling for a center. And so they stagger a little bit here, and now you can rip run around those two corners, and you can't do that. So it gives a chance at a deuce here if you make a good one. Watch that outside yellow as a possible double for where this yellow ends up. He'll look at it. If this goes T-line, if this goes top four, I mean, buried, if it's like
top four is pretty natural.
Top four buried, he might take a look at it. He might take a run at it.
Matt, do you like the ice here for this shot? This seems a hair tight for him.
It does look a little tight, but it might be the more you take, it might be a little bit of a dish. So the more you take, the more it curls. And inside this dish, it might not curl as much. These guys have been playing here all day. It is sheet 8, so, you know, you never know.
Versus skips rocks here for Morozumi.
He throws a decent amount of turn. Throws a decent amount of handle.
Just cleaning here.
Yeah, that's a pretty heavy clean. We're kind of light. They're going pretty hard at this one.
Oh my God.
And they're trying to make it curl as well.
Oh, they had plenty of room by the guard.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a dish. It didn't even scare curling. That's a lot of rotation in a spot. That's great rotation for an arena, but in a curling club, that might be a little bit too many revolutions.
All right, if you're Kevin here, you want to roll just like a tiny bit buried under one of these corners, or?
I would roll it completely under the corner and make him draw, because if you nose hit this, then he nose hits back and he gets his one. If you get this all the way out of the way, and that's what they're trying to do. Now they're going the other side. That's a pretty good spot, actually.
Yeah,
that ends up in that is not a simple rock to hit and stay. I think the shot, interesting. I would think that the shot would have been the same shot. He just threw it. He just got there.
Oh.
But he could also be thinking, if I take a bit more ice, it might start curling a bit earlier and then crash on that, and then you give up one.
Yeah, visually, that's not a fun shot. Even
No,
though
it's
it's
not.
basically the same draw here. But looks like Morozumi's going to basically almost play a similar shot to Kevin did it.
Yeah, just a nice quiet wait. We'll see how his release is, because he definitely pops his out turn a little tiny bit with his release too. So it could ride this line.
Looks to be pretty close. Got plenty of
Yeah.
room to roll here on the high side.
It's real quiet, so it should be good. It's got a curl. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be close. No, it's not going to be good. I take it all back.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And it spins.
That is a
I
steal
think
of definitely 2,
2, maybe 3.
maybe 3. And I did say I was a little worried about that outturn, that center line with his outturn. That was going to be a problem in a dish. The very bottom, it does not ride out of a dish. So we get a measure. So based on the way that it doesn't curl in that forefoot, what it's called a dish. So literally, if you just think about a dish, the outside is higher than the middle. So the very bottom part of the dish is the center line. And so a rock coming off of the center line is not going to come off as much because it's kind of got to go tiny bit uphill. Now, we're only talking about, fractions of millimeters uphill, but it's still enough. If you've ever played on a pool table that isn't exactly flat, you know that ball just kind of rolls. It just keeps going. Like it just reacts a bit different. His outturn is very, very positive, and I thought his weight was a lot quieter than that, but I think he just kind of overthrew that and popped it a bit. Gave up definitely a steal of 2 and only a steal of 2.
Steal 2.
Yeah. Could have been worse. 2 feels a lot better than 3. So anyway, at the end of the second end, it'll be 3-0 for the Kevin Cooey rink, and we will be back right after these messages.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome back to the Saville Grand Prix. Kevin Cooey versus Morozumi. We got the third end here. Kevin getting a steal of 2 in the last end on just a tricky little spot on the outside. My name is Matt Hames, and I'm joined by my good friend Mark. Mark, say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, isn't it awesome how much curling is on right now? Like just about any time you want to, you can just tune into a game. A bunch of dudes are just talking about curling. You can listen in.
Oh yeah. No, it's great. I mean, like you look at, if you go to curlingzone.com, right, and you can see like there's YouTube buttons on, I don't know, like almost
like
10 games
yeah.
live right now, you know?
Yeah. And most of them have commentary. There's a big bonspiel going on in Halifax right now. There's the Pan American final happening right now too. The Pan Continental final. I mean, still don't 3-3 after 6. Last I saw, I haven't been looking.
Yeah, I haven't
going on everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great curling on. I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of the Pan Continental, but I think it's great with Curling Zone that a lot of these curling stadium events are free on YouTube, which is
Yeah,
great.
it's really changing. Like if you there a few years ago, if you wanted to watch a curling game, you had to go to a curling club and watch it. Now, if you want to watch a curling game, just turn on YouTube, and
Oh
there's
yeah.
one everywhere, and it's kind of both awesome and it's still great to be at a curling club and watch a curling game with a bunch of people behind the glass. One thing I'll tell you, Mark, and I think you know this, is you never miss a shot when you're behind the glass.
Oh no, never. Triple's
Never.
always there from behind
Yeah,
the glass.
absolutely. Why isn't he playing that run back triple? I'd be playing that all day. You say behind the glass all the time.
So, Yusuke Morozumi, full offense here, going with the double corners on opposite sides.
Yeah, this is the biggest. So this is the normal setup, right? Throw it in, throw it in, throw it in, corner guard, throw it in, corner guard, throw it kind of a guard. And then this is the shot that dictates the way the end is going to go. If you can make this kind of hit and roll behind a corner, you're going to force a peel. And then maybe you can start to generate some offense with your single corner guard. This is not a bad result. I mean, the first key is to make sure you stay there.
Yeah, got to keep the shooter. Yeah.
I think you'll see Kevin take a run at a double peel here.
The natural double peel here.
It looks like it, yeah.
I don't know if the slash would. Well, I guess that's the only way you get both, right? The corners.
Yeah, I mean the one risk about the slash is that you miss the back one and you run it into your own, and then you feel dumb. That's not bad because now it's your rock instead of theirs. So if you ever want to run it back, you have some more wiggle room. The one risk about the slash is that you miss the back one and you run it into your own, and then you feel dumb. That's not it. It hits. And these are curling club rocks, not arena. They have pretty small striking bands anyway. So, but they're still curling club rocks, so they tend to be a little bit deader than arena rocks, or rocks in an arena. There aren't special arena rocks. That's not what I meant. They just react a bit differently in an arena.
Well, the other thing too is just like it's we were talking about this, right? Like just getting a lot of great coverage, but you can actually for those that aren't used to seeing that kind of stuff, like you can see the rotations increase, like in Revolution, the speed after making with that top rock. So,
yeah.
Pretty neat to see here.
Yeah, this is going to be moving counterclockwise. So his intern, lefty intern, missed. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then just kind of explode off the rock.
Yeah, bit of a miss from Team Morozumi earlier again.
Yep.
Just wrecking or just kind of wicking off that, maybe a hair light, but even if they had the right weight, I think they were crashing on it. So still have something to work with here with this corner.
What's really interesting, though, is that this is really super hard to get around. So they might actually start thinking about trying to make their corners a little tighter to the center line and playing the other turn around them. Like, this is really hard to bury here. It's not impossible, but the ice conditions just don't make it easy to play this turn around this corner guard. So what they might want to start thinking about is playing the other turn. This is going to get in there. It's going to be half in the open, at a half open. About pretty good.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be super concerned about burying it until it got to the near hog line. So I wonder if they're still not believing it's not going to curl that much off the center line.
The thing is, they can't take that much less ice because once it gets off the center line, it will go a little bit. But it's just the whole getting off the center line thing is not the easy part. Kevin's not going to care and just rip the guard. So if they take less ice here, line thing is not the easy part. Kevin's not going to care and just rip the guard. Which was just like almost edge of the button. This has less rotation though. So you can see that this one is not spinning as much as like a typical shot.
Gotta be second.
Yep, perfect. Then it's almost dead buried. So really good shot for that spot, actually. A little bit more. It would have been nice if it was T-line to just make a little bit more separation on this run back, but
yeah,
it's asking a lot, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just happy to get one in there,
Yeah.
you know, and starting to kind of figure out the ice here.
Darlene is watching from Scotland. Hey, how's it going? You were a Team Kui support person.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. This looks like he doesn't need that much support in this end right now.
Well,
Oh, that actually is a, you know, with that little. Darlene is watching from Scotland. Hey, how's it going? You were a Team Kui support person.
oh, nice.
Awesome. This looks like he doesn't need that much support in this end right now. Down to you.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have to be, because you're not going to be, he's good. Like Kevin's going to be shot after this shot. So like a perfect shot here might talk Kevin out of the run back.
Do you still like playing this this out turn here? Or, I'm sorry, the in turn here?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. You can see that they're a little bit off. So let's see if let's see how it curls as soon as they got to keep it on the center line a bit longer here, even though, and then it should start moving pretty hard to the side.
There it goes.
So once it's off that center line, it's going to go like crazy or crazier. It's going pretty good.
How close are they in the weight here?
Yeah, they look pretty good. It looks. There you go. Yeah, he is a drawing or crazier. It's going pretty good.
How close are they in the weight here?
Yeah, they look pretty good. It looks. There you go. Into it. I think if you're playing Kevin, you'd rather see him throw an in-turn draw than an out-turn run back.
Is this Kevin's first draw of the game? He's just had kind of quiet hits, some bigger runs earlier.
Yeah, you know, I think it might be. I'm not sure if he threw a draw in the through 2 hits in the first. Yeah, you know, I expect it to be pretty close.
Yeah.
It's really not curling.
No. So just trying to avoid it.
Really not. It's definitely going to be in there for a second shot.
Yep.
I don't think he can make the double and get 2, which is good news. They're definitely going to look at it, but I don't think you can hold your shooter. It's going to be close, but I don't think you can. Oh, so you know what he's thinking, Mark? He's thinking, can I make this over the top? Can I make the He was contemplating for a second,
Yeah.
playing real thin onto his own yellow and making the
Yeah.
triple for 2. Which I
Yeah.
guess if you had to throw it, if you had like if this was the last end and you needed 2 to tie
Yeah.
or whatever, like
5th round then. Yeah.
you could maybe take a run at that, but right, that just leaves a steal of 1 on the table, and
Yeah.
I think you just that rock is just in the right, just barely in the spot that you probably can't get a deuce and make the double. So the shot here is to just nose hit the back one and go to the next end.
I want to go hard for line here.
Yeah, this might curl.
This one's curling here. This one's.
I think they're okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's well swept by the team.
Yeah.
It looked like it was moving there, but Yusuke Morozumi gets on the board here finally.
Yeah. After 3 ends, it's 3-1 at the Saville Grand Prix, and we'll be right back right after these messages.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together.
All right, we're back to the Saville Grand Prix, Sheet 8. Kevin Kui versus Yusuke Morozumi. And it is a 3-1 score. My name is Matt Hames, and I'm joined by my friend Mark No. Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Well, we're going to have a nice, easy setup here. Morozumi is going to throw a second center. Really try to, or not a second center. Yeah, a second center.
Second center,
yeah. Ooh, there you go. Shows you what I know. He's going to freeze on that.
Okay.
A little bit of surprise at that shot because this is not, it's 7/8 open. So I'm a little surprised that they're going into the rings here.
Yeah, because the Kui can just kind of tap it, right, and get a little bit of separation.
I think so. It's just you're just not putting this rock in a spot that's going to add any peril to the end. Like it's not like a double center guard just takes some peril because it takes a really good double peel or 2 peels to get rid of them. But this rock is not really this rock doesn't. There's not a lot of peril with this rock. Like Kevin's like, okay, well they're top 8 foot wide open. Not really worried about that one.
Just swing one around here?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no. Does indicate there's a little bit of space here.
Yeah. There's I think he's okay with the way this end is going, like honestly. So he's going to go. He has hammer. Our score hasn't been updated. It is 3-1, and Kui has hammer, just to be clear. So he's not that worried about it. Like on his next shot, he's going to peel the center. So you're going to see Morozumi play the in turn, clockwise turn to the button on his next shot. And that's what he's been hoping for. Like what he's trying to do there with that rock top 12 is just have another guard in the way of. So this is going to be another guard for this in turn draw.
Starting to see some good bend here.
Yeah, a little bit. Still, that's not really an ideal situation. It's not a great result.
All right.
Here we go. Suck it to the back 4 foot ish. Get some separation between those rocks. He doesn't need to be shot yet. Like he's going to be shot, obviously, but he doesn't need to have the one that's going to be the counter yet.
Yeah.
Or the steel rock. So it can be back 4 here. The key to the shot is make sure it's buried so that the chase is really hard.
Sweeper's on and off. Reach to be close-ish. Now just try.
It looks pretty good, yeah. Again, they want this back. They want this back 4. They want it buried more than they want anything. It's a really good spot.
Yep.
So Kevin's gonna walk up and rip. He's looking at getting rid of, as many of these as he possibly can with this shot. Like I said, I love it. I love it when leads peel. Let's see how things go. Not a shot that he plays very often.
Oh.
But it's a shot you get to play when there's only 3.
Feels like he's okay.
Yeah, no,
it was a little bit tight there, but
yep. Let's see how things go. Not a shot that he plays very often.
Oh.
But it's a shot you get to play when there's only 3.
Feels like he's okay.
Yeah, no,
it was a little bit tight there, but
yep. Guard. Just how you wrote it up. Now you're gonna throw center guard. You want this pretty high. I see where his broom is. I don't know that you want it there because this rock is going. This rock is coming in.
Makes it double a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, this rock is coming in no matter what.
Yeah.
So even if the key to it is to get it on this. Ooh, Kevin has dreams of the shooter going over top of the red one and shooting it into the rings.
Oh.
That's what he's playing.
Peek over there.
That's what he's playing.
Let's see what Tyler's got here.
He's going to hit it too thin for that. These guys are always thinking like, yeah, sure, I want to play the peel, but I also don't mind it if we play it in such a way that we go over at the top of this red one and hit it and tap it into the rings. Because why not? If you can hit a rock exactly where you want to hit it, then hit it where you exactly want to hit it to tap your corner guard into the rings.
The weight of this one looks better here.
Yeah, this doesn't need to curl as much as it needs to be nice and high. Seriously, you don't want to get too tight. Kevin's always peeling this. He's going to peel this, at least this rock. Now it's going to be, now you're going to have to start, now it's when the debate comes on this next rock. Is he going to peel again or is he going to do something else? Oh, he almost touched that back one. So now the question is he going to peel again? Well, they're not even concerned. They're throwing a center guard again. I think Kevin peels again.
I think so.
I think he'll think about it though.
Let's see where they put this here. Not shy about sweeping this one here.
This is not curling as much as the other ones, which leads me to believe it's a little bit heavier. It's a little tighter. Yipper. All right. Well, so now it's not even a debate. He's just going to rip all of them. So again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if that's higher, then he might think about the draw, which is what you want. Because it came so tight, now he's just going to smash it into that pile.
This has to be a little careful though.
Yeah. He's playing just off nose. Going pretty hard. No. Not a bad result. Not exactly what he was playing, but a good result. Gives a chance at this. Yeah. If you can get this buried to where his broom is, it's not going to be, you're going to take away the run back. The run back will have to be, again, that perfect that Tardy just threw. Like that is just like, try to do that again. Try to dead nose hit it again. And yeah.
It's a little tricky here because you have to be a little, not quite straddling center, right? But just a little bit left of that, the shooter's side.
Say again, sorry?
Like ideal placement here. Sorry, like top button. Just
what you want to do as much as possible is you want to be over buried if you can. So that's the key to this. So where it actually ends up, I don't mind it being a little bit behind tee as long as it overburies. You just want to overbury a little bit of it. You know what I mean from that? So that it's just a tiny bit behind the yellow one.
You're not worried about the yellow-red kind of run there?
Nope. Now, there's a bit too much room between the two of them for it to do too much redirecting. It might do a little bit. I'd love, I think if you're Morozumi, you'd love to see him take a run at that. This is not gonna. Well, this is gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Didn't quite curl as much as they wanted to, but it's not bad. Can force an in-turn draw. I think the key was having that. If you take that rock and move it over like 4 or 2 or 3 inches to the right,
yeah,
then that's the ideal. And they got by the guard by like 4 or 5 inches, right? So it was easy. It was there to get around the spot. I think if you're Kevin and you like you're thinking about this roll away shot here, what the risk of it is that you're giving him a chance. He's probably
draw again, yeah.
He's probably going to take a run at it. I don't know if you can give up 2 here. Like if Kevin rolls open, you hit the open one.
Oh, yeah.
If Kevin rolls outside of the 8 foot, which is going to be tough with this ice and this weight. But if he was to roll outside the 8 foot, you might consider playing the top, like the top 2, and sit shot that way and force Kevin to 1. One thing they're doing is they're making him throw interns.
Yeah.
He's a really good player. But if you can, make him throw his intern. I'm not that worried about it.
No.
Looks like it's coming in pretty good now.
Coming nicely now.
Not going to roll very far. Might actually nose it.
Let's see. Yeah.
Well, kind of freeze on the inside of it. Yeah, just freeze. Just kind of the same shot you just threw and freeze on the inside of it. And if you can be perfectly frozen, you're going to leave Kevin like an intern pick for his one. Because he's going to lose the back one. Could do that. You could play it with a tiny bit of weight as well and try to roll inside. You're in not an awesome situation right now. Like a perfect shot is freeze on the inside of it, dead freeze on the inside of it right there.
Yeah.
And be shot. That's the perfect shot. But that is a very, very, very precise shot. And if you bounce anywhere here, like if you touch his rock and tap it back, like Kevin has a pretty relatively easy pick for 2.
Yeah.
So like this shot has a lot of peril. Like 5-1 is not good. But if you can get this in a good spot, if you can get it right there, you're gonna leave Kevin the pick that's gonna take the back red one for 1. And that's not easy. Because he's gonna be able to see a corner of your rock though, so he'll probably play that. But
yeah.
No. You gotta make a very, very precise shot to leave Kevin basically appeal for 1. It's not an ideal situation. But here it comes.
Sweeper's not super interested in it.
They're starting to get interested. Grill a little bit. Starting to move now.
Tyler moving up in the house, just getting ready. But...
A little bounce is not going to be good for them.
Yeah. And
so now the pick. This is the pick that if you were dead frozen, he was going to play, and it was going to take the back one. Now he might actually not take the back one.
Yeah, he's got some room there.
He's got a tiny bit of room.
Yeah, we would not get this view at the club. Well, actually, I don't know what their setup is in the war room, but like with the overhead cam, you can see there's a good amount of separation there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he's got more than enough room to pick this. And there's the fun part about this for Kevin is that there isn't a lot of peril. Like there's not a lot of bad. Flash it is about the only, like flash it and you're good. But it doesn't look like he's playing with a ton of weight because he's got a decent amount of ice. I'd actually be trying to
stick.
I don't think he's going to hold his shooter. I think he's just thinking about the same weight because he just saw the shot and he knows the ice.
Oh, this one's got some room.
It's got a lot of curling to do.
It's going to pick up the...
It's going to be close.
That's well swept.
Yeah. There you go. All right. That's a great shot for 2 for Kevin Cooey to go up 5-1 at the Saville Classic. And we will be right back right after these messages.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family, This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
And we're back at the Saville Grand Prix, brought to you by Curling Stadium, Edmonton. My name is Mark Go. Joined by Matt Hames on commentary. And a great shot from Team Kui on the last one. Let's take a 5-1 lead over.
I think he's just thinking about the same weight because he just saw the shot and he knows the ice.
Oh, this one's got some room.
It's got a lot of curling to do.
It's going to pick up the...
It's going to be close.
That's well swept.
Yeah. There you go. Just got to kill it out of the 8-foot.
Great team shot all around there.
First rock wasn't quite in the 4-foot, so they're playing a little top here. Kark maybe a little tired after all that sweeping.
Yeah, he had to work for that. Still's got the jacket on, so...
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do.
Back in the day, in my curling days, when people would be like, "You only have 3 people," like it's so much harder, and I'd always say, "No, it isn't." As like the front end player sweeps one less rock. Like if it was 4-person curling, Kark would be sweeping 6 rocks. Now he's only sweeping 5. He gets a break.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially as a lead, you're only doing 5, you know.
Yeah, you're only doing 5 instead of 6.
6 back to back, yeah. So Morozumi going here with the another double corners here, opposite sides.
Yeah, they've actually Kark's kind of made a mess of this. So Kevin might actually play it. Why don't we play in a tap?
Play a little split here.
I thought maybe he considered just like ripping one of these, but he's playing a tap again. Just putting a lot of red rocks in the rings to. He doesn't really want rocks in the rings right now, but he gets to start hitting next, so he's going to start whacking them.
How they're working to try to keep this as much on the nose
Yeah.
as possible here.
We'll stagger. Not exactly what what you drew up, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Come around the corner guard, whichever one you think the easiest one, he's gonna rip. Come around the center, he rips, and then you start packing around your final corner guard. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at this end. The Morozumi team, because, you know, they're down 5-1.
You got to get something.
You got to get something going. He might take a run at this. He might take a run at this run back double. Like just run this back. And it's not indicating anything. He's just like, let's get rid of this. But with this ice, he's not taking. He's just doing a straight peel.
Straight peel, yeah. Oof. Does hit the other corner on the way by.
Yeah. But that doesn't hurt them. Yeah, you could do. Eventually, you're going to come around those center guards, so you can go around this. I understand that you can't really come around the center right now because you could set up a double on the 2 yellows. So you pack one behind this corner. Kevin peels. Probably throw one more corner on this one. Kevin either peels or hits the open one. This might actually be open too, though. Didn't quite get off the line soon enough.
Oh, yeah, it stayed on there pretty good. Starting to move now, but... Yeah, he's got some choices here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take a run at this double.
Yeah.
He hits what he can see with peel and a nice spinner. He's also contemplating hitting the open one. He hit the open one. They're coming around those stagger guards.
Yeah, I mean, I think you take a crack at this double, right? Like, there's very few bad outcomes here, right?
Yeah.
You clip the guard, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is for Kevin, for the Kui team, is they can't bury another one behind that corner guard. Like, if it was dead buried, they'd be peeling the corner guard. But because it's open, now you can't really go. Like, you can't. They could try to come around their own.
Yeah.
But that's not. Like, that's a very, very precise shot that you'll let them do because they're going to be sitting third shot. Maybe fourth
just
shot.
hitting the open one here.
Yeah, just hit the open one. Make the game really complicated for them. Keep it simple for you. I'm not sure if that was the outcome that they would best indicate would be awesome. But they've done it.
Just like tap that one.
Yeah, just kind of come down and freeze tap on that
Freeze tap that back one. Maybe if you can get to the low side, just a hair.
I don't think you can get to the low side, but you can. You don't really need to as long as you kind of are sitting there. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Even if you corner freeze onto it, it's pretty good too. I don't think you want it. He's thinking, how do I get rid of some rocks so that we can score two?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, how can we get that top yellow into play? It is 4 shot. Can we eventually get it to be second shot is the question. The answer is yes. It's going to take a lot of really.
It's going to take some maneuvering here.
Yeah.
I mean, you never play anything off this top two to set up like a wall at the front, do you?
I don't. The danger of playing off the top two is if you nose hit that top one, then he's like Tyler is coming with 1,000,000 miles an hour,
just ripping everything.
Ripping, and he might make the double. Because you saw how close he came to making the double on those two guards, right? So, yeah.
Looks like they are going to play this kind of hit and roll.
Yeah, the hit and roll is a very hopeful shot. It's over curling, so maybe they want to play this thin now. They want to start looking at really, really thin, like that.
Yeah.
Sweep the. Nobody swept the back one.
Oh, they could have gotten that.
They could have gotten that back
yeah.
one to be just everybody just sat and watched that back one. Man, what a big shot that ends up being.
That's what happens when you have 4 on the team instead of 3.
Yeah.
So you assume it's someone else's job, yeah.
Right. It's a mental error right there. It's so hard to have, like, it's easy to have mental errors too when you're down a bunch.
Well,
they got a nice little break out of that because now Tyler managed to bury them and be fourth shot.
Yeah, fourth here. So
and now they've got, they're gonna freeze. They're gonna freeze and they're gonna hope. They're gonna hope now for like the miracle now because that rock is actually buried. So your yellow rock is buried. So your miracle now is they start getting rid of their other rocks.
Their own reds.
They start getting rid of their reds by running them back, and you get some sort of miracle lucky, and they get rid of a red but leave your yellow still there. Desperate times, Mark. Desperate times.
Yeah, you got to take some chances here.
Yeah. They're
5-1,
they're not going to hit, and the question for you know, with only 2 rocks to come for Kui, you can still get 3 out of this with your 3 remaining rocks. You don't need that other one to score. You can still get 2 out of this with your 2 with like the rocks that you have. That's a wonderful shot.
Yeah, that's pretty
absolutely perfect. Kevin's going to play this outside one now.
Yeah, angle's just a little bit better. Yeah,
the angle is better, but in doing so, could get rid of a couple of rocks, right? And then you have this again. You play this out turn again, and then Kevin. So yeah, like Kevin is gonna seriously contemplating drawing here.
Yeah.
Up 5-1, he's on a draw because
up 5-1.
Because if you talk through, right, like so, if he hits that outside one into that pocket, he could lose his shooter. Hit the red, he runs in. He will lose the yellow, but also his back red. Then they come around again, and if he plays a run back and misses it, then they draw for 3.
Draw for 3, yeah.
Right. So that's how. So that's that's how that shot just created this scenario where, you know, he's gonna leave a double. Like if he makes this perfect, he is gonna leave Morozumi a shot to get rid of a couple of these top reds and the one he throws right now.
A quick update from the YouTube chat. Shelly let us know that Team Canada won Pain Continentals. Yeah, 6-5. Comes down to a measure.
Thanks for the update, Shelly. Ooh, bouncing off.
Bounces off.
See, there you go. That brings.
So he just, right there.
Yeah, all right, so you want to think about this a bit. Kevin is going to throw a draw again. So you definitely don't want to leave a pocket. Probably the right spot is to not try to sit 2 yet. There's no need to, you're not desperate to sit 2. The best shot, the best possible spot is probably just biting the T line, buried on the button.
Yeah.
Is the best possible shot.
Yes.
To force Kevin to try to play like an outturn, shot, and then you're going to still be able to move the back one. Yeah, that's not a bad spot either, where he just put his broom.
Yeah.
It's a decent spot. I think you're playing this there, or if it curls a bit, just bite the T line all the way over the center line.
Yeah.
Is the perfect spot. So bite that corner of the button.
Yeah. Looks like they are planning to tap this.
They are planning to tap this, yes. Yeah. I don't hate. This is fine. You could put some pressure on again, as long as you don't separate that back red from your back yellow. You're fine here, as long as this kind of just goes by. Yeah, I think you're gonna see Kevin throwing a draw again, which is, you know, at the start of this end, if you said Kevin Kui's going to throw 2 draws in this end, you'd be like, I'll take it. Oh. I would take that. I'd bite your hand off for that.
So it's going to be pretty close here.
Mine looks perfect. Just bounce it a tiny bit. Yeah, that's a really nice shot. Lot of risk of trying to take on any kind of hit here.
I feel like if you just, I don't know, you throw a missile here.
So
you have to yell out the side with some good rotation.
Right. Yeah. So the danger of that, right, is if as it goes on top, like if it hits red and then yellow, right, you'll definitely lose the one that you hit. But if that yellow taps the back red one out of the 8-foot, then you don't leave a nose hit for 3, because that would outcount that back one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best they could do is a deuce if you just blast this. And it's an out-turn blast.
Yeah, just an out-turn blast, right?
I think this.
I mean,
I think there's no danger. There's no real risk if you out-turn blast this because that yellow goes all day. Oh, he's thinking about a guard.
Oh. Oh.
Why is I don't know. He knows he's Kevin Cooey, right? He could just throw an out-turn
Yeah,
blast.
I mean, if there's one person you want throwing this shot to save the human race, it's probably Kevin Cooey.
Yeah. Out-turn peel down center line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honorable mention to Benoit Schwartz, but I think Cooey's your guy for this.
Yeah, like just about every top skip, out-turn peel down center line is for the right-handed people.
We got 700 people watching us on YouTube, so thanks for joining us on this production hosted by Curling Stadium.
Probably about 600 of them are in Japan not listening to a word we say, which is fine.
I mean, maybe.
Great shot. This is a great shot by Morozumi. Just an excellent two excellent shots back to back to just set this up to make him to again. I think there's no, unless I'm missing something, there's no downside to the out-turn peel, but he's throwing a guard. So again, I mean, he seems to think that there's peril with this out-turn peel to give up 3, and I don't see that peril.
I don't see it. I think that.
But I guess, you know what the peril is? I take it all back. I see the peril now. So if he does that peel thing, they just actually hit that back one on the nose and get 3 that way. They don't have to play the double. So because they can see the whole rock. Duh. If you throw this out-turn peel and you get rid of the back red, then they just hit the top. They just come down and nose hit that yellow, that red for 3. So that's the peril.
I think there's okay.
They are sitting. So that yellow rock that's buried is out counting the one that is in the top 12 and the one that is right near Tyler's foot.
Yeah.
Oh no, it isn't out counting the one in the top 12. No, you're right. You're right. Never mind. I don't understand why he's playing this shot. I'm trying to talk myself into it because he's not throwing it. I don't get it. Don't get it.
Well, I wouldn't count the one. Yeah, not the one in the top 12, right?
No, the one in the top 12 is closer than the one.
Yeah, it's closer than the one in the by the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a mind-boggling shot. Did he leave a little hole?
I think it's there, right?
Did he leave a little unturned hole here?
Yeah.
Did he leave a shot off his own too? Like hit what you can see of your own and come in there for
I mean, I think just for 2 though is the thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like going off you're talking about like just hitting
I think
what you can see
just
off the corner.
He thinks he can go through this hole. God bless him. It might be there.
I mean, yeah, it's a hard shot for
it
2
is
off yours.
tight.
Yeah, but this is
it is for 3.
It is for 3.
Through the hole. Oof. It looks big. I hope it looks bigger from in the hack than it does in the hack from on the camera, because it doesn't look big.
No,
Mark, it does not look big right now, but it does look like there's a. So you're saying there's a chance? I'm saying there's a chance. I mean, you could play just like the run, just a sort of a top weight nose hit on the rock right in front of his broom for 2 and be 5-3 and go to the next end.
Wow,
5-3, 5-4. I don't know.
Yusuke Morozumi trying to get through this hole, having to go hard on line.
Oh, it looks close. It looks really close.
So
Oh, it's
close.
through the hole.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Wow.
You're saying that is 3 outstanding curling shots right there. 3 of the best curling shots that you'll see in a while.
Wow.
In a row. Oof, let's catch our breaths.
Jeez.
It
What a
is now
shot.
5-4 at the Saville Grand Prix, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Gripper first.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it. Yellow.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
All right, welcome back to the Saville Grand Prix. We got ourselves a barn burner of a game here. What a great shot in that last end. Let's go. Let's take another look at that shot and go to the next end. 5-3, 5-4. I don't know.
Yusuke Morozumi trying to get through this hole, having to go hard on line.
Oh, it looks close. It looks really close.
So
Oh,
close.
it's through the hole.
Oh my God.
There you go. You know, like I said at the beginning of the end, if you could have told the Morozumi team that Kevin Koe was going to throw a draw and a guard on his last 2 rocks, you would have taken that in a heartbeat. And part of the reason that you take that in a heartbeat is you have a chance at a crooked number, and they got a crooked number.
It sure did. I mean, you know, if you were watching this game early and you saw that Kevin Koe had a 5-1 lead, you might have thought, well, you know, with the way that him and Tyler had been hitting it, this would have been, you know, wrapping its way up. But Team Morozumi played some fantastic shots on the back end and got a big number there.
Yep.
Well, some interesting things happening this end. Koe's first rock, first rock, slid just a hair deep. So, a lot of stuff going on here, center line. Already going hard on the sweep there, just trying to grill her. Does make contact, bounces off just a hair. Sitting side of the 4-foot here. Mozozumi's going to keep on playing this intern side here. See if he can sink another one on.
Had some minor technical difficulties. I'm back.
Oh, no worries.
Looks like we're gonna get some rocks in play here too.
Yeah.
If you're both teams, your both teams have just a different feeling about this now, right? They're just feeling pretty good if you're the Morozumi team, even though you're down 5-4 without.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some momentum coming back here now, and you've got a decent setup here. But
yeah,
for Kui, you still have a lead. You still have hammer in the even ends here, so not a bad place to be.
You're back into not a bad situation of curling math too. Like if you can force and then get a deuce, then you can try to steal the 8th end. Like it's not horrible.
Okay. Yeah. I think they did acknowledge that Kevin's going to have his double here.
Yeah. I think you just started ignore those rocks and get it one in there nicely and go on to just move on a bit.
How's the goal here to dead bury this under that red guard or trying to Christmas tree it?
I think you probably want to dead bury this. This is the rock that is going to you want to be out counting the back one and dead buried if possible. Because you're not Christmas treeing anything because they're probably playing the double.
This one's got some room here. Still sweeping on the straight side to hold it up.
Should finish a bit at the end. It looks a little bit heavy. No, perfect. Good spot. I might talk him out of the double. Might try to come down to that and just move it a bit.
Yeah.
Or he might just run the guard back.
You might be able to get the double this way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close enough.
I think if I had Tyler throwing too, I'd play round backs all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I would think for a second, maybe we could play the hack weight. And then I look at who's in the hack and I'd be like, maybe we shouldn't. Ah, he missed that though.
Missed it. No.
That's not the way to miss that. Now the question is, where do you put this so that you, I think you have to dead guard the top. You have to dead guard your top one.
Guarding your top one?
Yeah.
Drawing in here?
Yeah, like just basically there, even a little bit. You're just thinking dead guard that top. Dead guard the one that's in the top of the T line. They're talking him into something. They're talking him into something else.
Yeah.
And he's taking less ice. I guess they're saying, well, we don't mind if he takes a run at this double, at this slash double. And they're not wrong. Not. If they take a run at the slash double, they're going to lose their shooter. They're going to lose their back one probably, and they might stuff one there.
And then they can sink one behind this.
Yeah, and then they
center,
can
the better guard. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're playing a couple of shots ahead here, trying to just kind of tuck it so that it's a bit harder to run back the red one, just like that. So I think they're going to take a run at this. They're just going to double off these guards, I would think. But
yeah, I think so.
Wrong a lot.
I mean, you could say any of these shots.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Right. He's playing a quiet weight hit and roll into the center.
And leaving one back.
I've said this already today, but does he know he's Kevin Cooey? It's just a surprise. They're just I don't know if they're struggling a bit with the ice or I think you double peel these guards, and there's nowhere really to put it in. There's nowhere to throw a guard that doesn't leave you an ability to just get rid of some rock. This has got to curl. I'm starting to move now.
Starting to move. Yep.
It's going to roll inside. It's a decent shot. It's an odd shot. Shot rock still belongs to Morozumi. That double still does exist. Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to acknowledge that. The shot is to come around to the edge, to the button. To top button, sit 2. We'll see how hard Tyler can throw his. Probably throw it with his lefty in turn and get some real kick off with contact and see if he can smash it into these two.
Well, does he have to throw that, or you never peeling the center guards?
If Morozumi makes this perfect in the top 4 foot, I think you're out of time to peel the center guards. I think you're just now in a situation with everything inside. Like if it is dead, then you can throw like a guard that guards that yellow one. Like you just throw. Yeah, I don't think there's a chance to peel anymore.
Sweepers aren't interested early on. A little bit here now. By the guard.
Really good. Although Kevin's moving out here, so he believes it's really heavy. Trying to go to the back one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now he's definitely throwing this, because you can't put it a few different ways here.
Can't put the broom down fast enough for this.
There's double. I don't know if the triple's there, but yeah.
I don't think you need to make. I don't think you actually want to make the triple right now.
No,
you need to be in the back. What you want to do ideally is you want to actually make this and spin up a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Which is why he's playing this turn. So his spinny turn. Oof. Not gonna do it. No. Gonna do it. Not ideal. Because now they freeze to that.
They freeze,
and they're in a solid 4C steel situation here. A good force is definitely on, and the steel is in play. Kevin does have the out turn. Even if you get perfectly frozen, he can see enough of that of his own to kind of smash it in there.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit, if this doesn't curl enough, Mark, if this is just like hanging a tiny bit on the outside, and he's then like he can run that in, get rid of both yellows.
Yeah.
Sit three buried-ish. Big shot right here. It does need to curl. It needs to be on the inside, not the outside of this freeze. Big shot here. Doesn't look like he likes it.
No.
Yeesh.
This one's going to be short. It bounces on the guard. Aye.
Yeah.
Well,
aye is correct. Now you're in a world of hurt. It went from a possible steal scenario to a possible shaky scenario.
Yeah. He's gonna tap his up just a little bit.
I think so, yeah. Our screen says that this is Kevin Cooey's last rock, but it's his first rock. So if he makes this little tap, yeah, nice. We're going to be looking at an intern tap to the button, basically. Cold tap to the button.
Through that hole, yeah.
No, I think just a straight tap.
Just a tap.
Just a straight tap. I don't, they got through a hole that I wasn't sure they could get through last end, but I think this one is a little tighter. This one, I will say, there is no hole. Kevin just wants to sit 3 here. It doesn't even, like, tap is great. Tap takes away any kind of shot for Morozumi, but a dead freeze there too is pretty good.
Maybe a hair light. It's gonna it's gonna rack here. Oh, is it?
Nice buy. Oh, he just cut the back end of it.
Well, that's a 3.
Little tap for Kark there. All right, so your shot here is a nice angle.
Can you
tap?
Is there a pick triple here?
I don't think so. I don't think you could get you
never get the top one. Yeah,
you would never get the top one out. You could throw one of those Nicholas Edin spinner roomies that come around the guard and finish right on the nut.
Finish like super hard.
Yeah. So you could throw a spinneroonie. You could throw, but they're playing. I guess they're playing it with a bit of weight here, which is, okay. Bit of weight. I guess the thinking about the bit of weight is if he does hit the top one and kind of roll a bit onto the top button, it might be okay too, but it might be good for his shooter's going to disappear. That's why I think you wanted to play this with like a tap weight and hit it just off nose and it picks up the turn and taps right there and you leave it in the way. Kevin still has the out turn. Yeah, no. Things are looking pretty bleak.
Yeah, well, he had a big shot in the 5th. Let's see what more he has for us in this final in the 6th.
This is curling.
I'm going to go hard for line, yeah.
This is really curling. He did have pretty tight ice.
It's close.
Oh my goodness. That is a pretty good shot for the situation.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, just a hair.
It's amazing. Yeah.
As for us in this final in the 6th.
This is curling.
I'm going to go hard for line, yeah.
This is really curling. He did have pretty tight ice.
It's close.
Oh my goodness. That is a pretty good shot for the situation.
That's pretty.
Or like that angle with a tiny bit less weight so you don't move the back one.
Yeah.
But, very, very, very precise shot that he had to make. Perfect line, perfect. Wait, this is the same pick that he had. This is basically the same pick that he's already made.
In the second end,
The second end.
Yeah, coming back home.
Basically the same spot. He's taking less ice, so he's throwing closer to normal at this one. That last time he threw the pick, it was more like a control weight. So this is probably going to be closer to normal. Doesn't need to hold the shooter. This could be it. Yeah, he's definitely throwing it pretty quiet.
Final rock here for Kevin Cooey. Turn pick here.
Doesn't need to curl. He's fine. Yeah.
Looks like
that is a 3. Back-to-back 3s, like a rugby game. Everyone's getting a try. Let's see. Are they contemplating? They're going to have a chat.
I'm talking about it here.
Or stay here for just a... It looks like they're... Yeah. Looks like they're going to play. They're talking about it. Well, we'll be back right after these messages, and we'll see if they're going to play.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
All right, we're back, and they're playing. I don't know, it's 50-50. We are back to the Saville Grand Prix. Kevin Koe versus Morozumi here in the 7th end, and they are playing after Kevin Koe's normal weight pick for 3. 8-4 to lead. My name is Matt Hames. I'm joined by Mark No. Hey, Mark.
Hey. So, looks like, what's he playing here? Just like a little split here?
I think he's just peeling it out.
Oh, the peel of shame.
The peel of shame. It's like, maybe Kark did that just so he could play it.
Yeah. Oh, where's Zumi going with the
double corners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same side this time?
Yeah, he's double cornering it. I don't know. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
The thing about it, right, is that with the guard being so high, like just over the tee line, if you do a halfway double, like you're in Tyler Tardy double peel territory then, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this way you try to put this as tight as you possibly can and get your separation this way. That is not the separation they were hoping for.
Deal.
That is definitely not.
See, he's parking and just throw through here.
Yeah, he's just gonna throw a. That is not a good spot. I mean, that's just not an ideal spot.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna go. Your shooter goes. It all just goes. Like that needed to be just in front of the rings, dead buried. Just these guys are, we have seen some missed peels here and there, but they're you can't really depend on a missed peel at this level and this.
No, and we've seen Tyler make some pretty close, cross, the sheet double peels. So.
Yeah, now he realizes like we're just gonna throw a corner guard that's even to that, and maybe entice him into playing the double off the top.
Playing the slash one, yeah.
But he's not going to. He's gonna take a run at these and just if this goes a little tight, Kevin just took a look to see if he can if it jams. Like if that top one jams on the back red, because he's trying to hit the outside of that top one. So if you're looking at it, the left-hand side, shoot her right off and hit the back one. Yes, just like that.
He's gonna rip it that way.
Yeah.
Quick peek over at Curling Zone shows the standings heading into this game. Both Koe and Morozumi head of their pool at 3-0. So. If this result holds, it'll drop Morozumi to give them their first loss.
Nice positive release. Just hit 3/4, just a little bit on the outside. Boom. Oh, he just missed it. Well, there you go. That was the plan. Now they got the 2 corner guards that are decently set up. I will tell you, so this is just going to be my opinion. Mark, so take it for what it's
Sure.
worth. But I would come around I would not come around the tight one.
Yes, that's what I was actually just thinking that.
I would come around the higher one first. They're going to peel that no matter what. This is going through. Yeah. So it's a mid. But I would come around the higher one. They peel the higher one, and then you suck another one. Then you come around the tight one. They hit the open one. You come around another tight one, and you're buried T line. And they can't chase. They have to make the run. Because if you go around this one, they peel. Then you go around the higher one. They're going to chase. You bring in the chase. But, doesn't matter anymore because I think the Morozumi team, while they're playing this game right now, are not really in it. It's been a really fun game. There's been like some unbelievable curling shots in this game, like just some really, really magnificent strategy ends. And we're down to the brass tacks here where it's just like, go around the corner guard and see if you can bury two. And, all things said, you also have to execute.
Yes. Yeah. But, while this is going to kind of run its course here, you're right. We did watch some really, really good curling earlier in this game and some great shots being made on both sides.
That fifth end might be one of the most fun ends I've watched in a long time because, like, Kui's up 5-1 at that time.
Yeah, he's up 5-1. Yeah, I mean, easily could have, popped over to Curling Zone and found another game to watch, or go to the YouTube page and see what the other, commentary
Kevin
game
Kui
is.
up 5-1, throwing a draw and a guard. If you told somebody that you saw that, they'd be like, "Wait, Kevin Kui? The guy who throws who can peel everything? That guy? The guy?" And you'd say, "Yeah, yep." It was, and then they ended up getting 3 on just 3 outstanding curling shots.
Yeah.
Now it's just like it's kind of run its course, this game.
Yeah. I mean, they really got back into it with that 3, and then they left. Fortunately, got into a scramble, made a good shot, but still left enough for Kevin to make that little quiet pick for 3 and stuff. But fun to watch nonetheless, and grateful for Curling Stadium putting this together and being able to watch this fun game.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, there's so much curling. And Ed, you probably all know this, that the people who are watching on YouTube right now, but just go to curlingzone.com and you can see live scores, and there's always a little play button next to it. And click on the play button and you might hear us jabbering about curling. So that's always fun for me, mostly. I don't know if it's fun for you, but it's certainly fun for me. The Curling Stadium is just a really brilliant thing. You know that you can bring it into your curling club too, Mark.
Yeah, it's been, it's something that I have inquired about. So for future stuff.
My curling club was already all
already
wired up.
Set up. Yeah,
we have I don't know 74 cameras on our 6 sheets, up in the ceiling and behind the sheets, and I'm barely exaggerating when I say how many cameras we have. We have a lot of cameras, and they're all static cameras, and we have a guy who really cares about that at our club, and he put in a lot of great cameras, and it is awesome. It really is awesome. Like, we could live stream every sheet right now on YouTube. Nobody wants to watch that, but we could do it. Thankfully, we don't.
So,
all right, yeah, he's playing
some options. Yeah, just little kind of.
He's playing a hit and roll behind. Yeah,
and hope they miss the run back. Yeah.
Yeah. I think probably the shot is dead freeze on it. But again, you know, you're playing Kevin Cooey. So,
Yeah, they're just going to blast it. Right?
you know, like at this point, you're like, why did we play the seventh end again? What were we thinking? Were we thinking we were going to get a 3 again? we were going to get
Another
Kevin.
3, yeah.
We're just going to get Kevin to throw a draw and a guard again up. You know, we are down 4, and I think lightning only strikes once. I gotta tell you though, I love these pants. I like the pants.
Oh, this is no, pants are cool. This is I like watching the Morozumi team.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
What he had to do. It's good. It makes him think. Like, we're shot. Why don't we just split the rings, man?
Yep.
Why don't? And then he's like,
he shakes it off.
I could split the rings, but you know who I am, right? So he's just gonna play a nose hit here.
Yeah, but if you're Team Morozumi, this is what you want, right? You hope he misses this, and then you pick up a deuce. Although, I mean, granted, you probably need a 3 this end here, but 2 keeps it alive-ish. With 5
Maybe, yeah. It's still desperate. Morozumi team they got a little bit unlucky early with the steal of 2, and then they got a deuce back.
Yeah,
they got a little bit unlucky in the second end, with just not quite understanding the ice. But after that, you know, they've been grinding the whole game. After that, after going down 3-0 early, you're just grinding, right? And they played a nice third end. It looked pretty bad after the fourth end, but they played an incredible fifth end. Like, it just really well executed up and down the sheet. Just a really, really well put together fifth end. And they were all really worth it for the 3 that they got. The Kui team did not miss much. Like, they just missed a bit, just left a tiny bit of a hole there for the 3. And it was just really incredible execution and just a great game. And you're feeling really good about yourself. And then just, you know, they had a chance in that sixth end, and Morozumi himself just a little bit light and a little bit tight on his first one, and it just brought 3 into play. But, you know, they got a deuce. Down 2 coming home, so we're definitely going to be coming back here. We will be back to the Saville Grand Prix right after these messages.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together.
We're back here. Oh, this is not how you want to start the end with the rock on the rings. We were just saying in the break that if you can get your rocks on the center line, you can get 2 guards. You've got a chance here. But if you slip your first one in, give Karika a free peel. Market does not make for an appealing end.
No. Yeah, that's a tough miss here, and
Yeah.
you know, it's I think
it's interesting, right? Because the center guard now, like, it is a miss if it's not on the center line, because then it can be ticked.
Yeah.
But it's a massive miss if it's in the rings. So, like, even this not quite getting to the center line is arguably a miss in the way that the game is now. But it's hard to bounce back. You're down 2. You just wanna, and then that first one goes. You've been there. You're grinding away the whole time, and you're just like, oh, and you feel so bad. Really. Gonna play the little backline weight tick shot here because it didn't quite make the center line. Trying to make it curl. So it's quite okay to just like flash this too.
Yeah.
If it curls, it's fine, but quite okay to just not keep the rock in play here.
So they will ideally get their 2 centers here.
Yep.
That another rock in play, but
they're just 1 shot behind, right? Ideally, they have 2 centers, and then the third shot is the one that goes to the top button. And they've still got to hope for a miss and get 2 in the top button, and they're just running out of rocks to get in the top button. That's all, because now they're gonna walk up and peel this, and I don't even think Kevin takes a run at the double peel. I think he just tries to peel 1 rock. Like, the math just keeps working in his behavior, in his favor now. Just play the peel. You don't have to double peel. He's going to take a little throw on this turn. It looks like he's taking a run at it.
Yeah. Looked over his shoulder really quick.
Yeah. You don't need to. Just a straight peel. Get a couple of guards. This one you want now that it's Tyler, you want this as high as you possibly
Super long, yeah.
Yeah. So at some point you're gonna have to come in. You're gonna have to. I mean, that point is probably thirds.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
which is like thirds first. You don't have to come in. Like, he's not even bothering.
Pretty good separation there. That's a difficult shot.
It's far enough away that it doesn't even matter too, and the math doesn't work. Just play a straight peel. So straight peel, 1 more guard.
Yeah, that's the bonus of being up 2 here.
Yeah. He's contemplating coming in, but it's probably 1 more guard. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, the goal here is stay dead even. He peels the center guard. You come around the corner. He peels. He tries, like, it's a bit. He might take a run at the double thing and nut it straight, and then you throw it. Then you throw a center guard. You're almost out of rocks. He peels his corner,
I mean, I think,
and then you
Go to the corner, peel the center. Go under the corner, peels the corner.
You're
the
grasping
house, right? And
pretty
just
much
really
here.
hoping
Yeah, you're trying to sit 2 and leave
the 2 and hope
basically
for a
an open
flash.
shot,
Yeah.
You're trying to entice some sort of a doubly thing too. He's not going to get sucked into it. He's just going to peel the center. This is like you're thinking about, how do I put it in a spot where guys who don't really miss?
Yeah.
It's not a fun place to be when you watch them just kind of like, when you just watch them get rid of everything. But you're in that place. It's also the scenario too, is that you didn't want to throw a center guard, because if Tyler does make the double peel, you're totally out of the game. So he's also throwing it. He also put it over there so they'd still have a guard.
Yep.
And now you really, really want him to take a run at this run back. That's what you want the most.
Yeah.
It's a low risk for Tyler, right? Like in Kui. But you're really hoping that he takes a run at this. He's not, again, that's not the call. The call is straight peel.
Yep.
But you're hoping that you entice him into the run back.
Yep.
And that's it.
Straight peel.
Yeah, they're just going to straight peel from here on in. So now you could split the rings. That's where you're at. You're at split the rings. Hope Kevin Kui flashes.
Yep.
Twice, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're going to split the rings. Kui's going to just peel it out. You split the rings again, and then Kui just peels it out. Even if he missed here, like if Kui flashed his first one, you're still not in a scenario where you're in a good spot. You have to then put it like just like the top 4, and
like top 4, top 8, yeah.
And then bring the peril of
yeah.
the loss into the draw. But yeah, you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot from the curling gods right now. All right, it looks like we're going T-line. Kevin's already down the other end, throwing the outturn hit.
Yeah.
Good execution, good shot.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, aside from the very first rock for Team Morozumi, played a decent 8th end here. You know, it's a lot to ask for, trying to steal 2.
It is. It was always going to be. It was always going to be an uphill battle, and it's super uphill when your first rock goes into the rings, and you feel it as a team too. You're just sitting there going, "Oh man!" But you know, this is their first defeat. Assuming that Kevin can make a rock go away, it's their first defeat, and get a good feel for the ice. They played again. What they can always look at is they played just an unbelievable 5th end, just a 5th end for the ages.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. Yeah, being down 5-1 to come up with 3 there is just huge.
Yeah, maybe the most fun end that I've watched this year. And curling's on every.
Oh yeah,
curling is on.
We've
so
had a
much.
lot. That's pretty up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there for my most favorite, and you know, there's a lot to choose from. I haven't watched all the curling because I don't know, unless you're Jerry Gertz, you can't watch all the curling.
All the curling. Nice rock there from Morozumi.
Yeah, good spot. I might have put it on the other side just to
like same side,
make it the intern, and then not leave him this out turn again.
Yeah.
But you know, again, you're grasping at a lot of straws here. This is put the broom in the middle of the rock, slide out nice, let it go, and just watch it hit the rock. And as long as it doesn't pick or get burned, you're going to win the game. Last guy out there who lifts.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was a lot of fun, Mark.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. It was a good match between two teams. A couple of big, impactful shots that we were able to kind of watch from this curling stadium. So, yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. And like we said, go check out curlingzone.com to see all the games and find games with commentary. My name is Matt Hames, and I'm joined by my friend Mark No, and hope you had a great time, and we'll see you next time.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.